Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we're making kontomire stew. Yes, without the augshi or the pumpkin seed. And yes, we're making this kontomire stew with vegetable oil. And yes, you can choose to use any oil of your choice. You can use olive oil or sunflower oil, but yes, it has to be oil, not palm oil, for this recipe. So for this kontomire, you can enjoy it with some rice, with some plantain or some yam. It goes very well with any side dish. You can also pair it with some banku, yes, banku and some eba. It is very delicious. So if you are new here, guys, kindly subscribe to our channel. Hit on the notification button to get notified anytime we post new and exciting recipe. And if you're an old subscriber, as we always say, hey, we love you. Keep on loving us too. Thank you. So let's get started. So for this, you need your kontomire, and you take it as we're doing in our video. You wrap it and you slice it nicely, just like we're doing in the video here. You should be very careful when cutting up your kontomire so you don't end up cutting your fingers. Very, very important. So for this recipe, these are the ingredients you'll be needing. Our everyday vegetables, our local spices, that's our ginger, garlic, our tomatoes, green pepper, we're using salmon, our onions, some tomatoes, and some momoni. Yes, and of course we need our spices, and this is the spices we'll be using for our recipe today, and some salt to taste, and of course some fish mackerel, chunks of big fish mackerel. So after you've cut up your kontomire, you need to wash it very well to get every dirty particles off your kontomire. So kontomire is also known as the cocoyam leaves, but if you don't have cocoyam leaves where you are, you can also use spinach leaves. Yes, that will also do the trick. So we go ahead and blend up our vegetables, our local spices. So in the pot, we've added our oil. Then goes in our onions. Mind you, we've already cooked our kontomire and set aside. So we add our momoni to our oil and saute it with our onions. So at this point, we go in with our pepper mixture, our blended pepper mixture. Then we go in with our stock cube and all our other spices. Adding spices sometimes or most of the time takes your dish to a different level, so yeah. So we're using onga stew, stock cube, ginger, garlic powder, and some salt to taste. And that's all we need for this recipe. Then we go in with our chunks of mackerel. It was proving a bit stubborn here, it didn't want to come out, but hey, trust us to get it out of the tin. Yeah. So at this point, you let your stew simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure that it is well cooked. Yes, when I mean well cooked, let it slowly cook. Then you go in with your tomato, your cut up tomatoes. I always say tomatoes takes my dish to the next level. I don't know about you, but hey, that's me. And of course, some green bell pepper just to give it that nice flavor. You don't really need much for every dish. Once it slowly cooks, everything comes together. So make sure that your tomato slowly dissolves melts in the stew, just like ours here. And that is what is going to take your dish to the next level. So at this point, you add some onions too, just to make your dish smell very nice. And also for the taste. And of course, we have to add some fish just because why not? And for this recipe, we don't have a lot of protein, so we're choosing to use the Markel fishes as our protein. So at this point, we go in with our leaves, our cocoyam leaves, also known as kontomire leaves or your spinach leaves. And you make sure that it combines very well with our stew. So at this point, you can always adjust your seasonings or your salt and your salt to actually take it to the next level. I prefer not to have lots of oil in my stew, but if you're an oil person, hey, that's fine. I always prefer to have a dry stew. It's all a matter of preference. So at this point, your stew should be coming together very nicely, quickly, and very delicious. This is when you know that you've made it. You've made it and your food is going to taste very nice. So at this point, you let it simmer, cook for about 5 to 10 minutes to get the water drained out of it. Then you can actually serve it with any side dish of your choice. And today we are pairing ours with some rice, some delicious rice. And trust me guys, it goes down very well with our rice. And of course, we need to have some eggs in there because why? We are Ghanaians, of course. We need eggs here and there. So that's what we have for you today. On our menu is our kontomire made without the augshi or the pumpkin seeds and made with vegetable oil. Till next time, thank you. Bye.